So today I'm coming with a video just because I want to open up my Ninja Combi. I am so excited that it finally came, and I have been looking forward to this for a few weeks now. I've been looking into getting the Ninja Combi. I was hesitant because I'm like, do I really need something else? But we're gonna try it out. And the thing that really sold me on this was really when I saw that I would not have to thaw my proteins like meat, fish, these type of things. Oh. And so that's really my struggle. Ninja Combi, we're gonna, hopefully it won't be an issue when I hold it upside down. So, it says it's 20 pounds. Yeah. Alright, so it says it comes with a recipe book with 20 chef-created recipes and cooking charts. And I'm just gonna open it up and see what we have here. So again, I really want to try this because of the versatility and because of the promised speediness of making meals. Because we are a household of 7, and I'm not really a meal planner. So when it's like time to eat dinner, it's like, oh, what are we gonna eat? And I'm like, And then I'm good at throwing things together, but I hate thawing things out. Like, that takes thought in advance, and yeah, not really my forte. So, I don't know. It is, it doesn't fully encompass this, so drag this out this way. But yeah, I'm excited. I know it's new. It's hard to find a lot of information about it because it's new, so people haven't had them for long times. A lot of people are comparing it to the Ninja Foodie, which I've never had. Literally only heard about. Well, that's not true. I've heard about it before, but I was not interested in it in the least bit, so didn't pay attention to anything, the things I was hearing about it. And it's got these little pieces of tape to keep it in place. And then, yeah, that's cool. All right, inside, got some things to keep that tray in place. Nothing in there, cardboard. And here's the other, this is the one that has the air fryer pan portion. So this part fits in here. And you want to air fry things. That's cool. And makes it versatile. It's got these little like silicone, like I'm saying silicone, maybe rubber, I don't know, but they help it like push into it so it fits snugly, but then it also will slide out pretty easily. And then this is the pan. Oh, look at that. I don't know what these do. I've got to read about it. Not sure what these things do. Maybe they trigger it in some way. Okay, so like much like an Instant Pot, it's got a little button thingy at the bottom for the tray. So like I guess sense that it's there. Okay, easy enough. This, imagine, that's a negative. Imagine. Oh, that's what these little metal things are for. Duh. Okay, so that goes up there. And so you can cook like making like some salmon, which I think is what I'm gonna try first because I have some salmon frozen and rice. And then I can take this pan out, put some rice in here, and then some yummy salmon on top, and cook it all together. I have no idea how to do that yet, but I'm excited to learn. And hopefully it won't take very long. I know, you know, it does infuse like steam and all that stuff to keep things moist and delicious. But then also, again, air fryer, so to make things crispy, supposedly. I am planning to have this replace, I don't know if you can see my good old faithful Black & Decker toaster oven. But I'm not gonna get rid of that just yet because we gotta see the functionality of this. If this doesn't really place toaster oven, then they'll both just live here and we'll rearrange some counter space. But I'm super excited. For folks who like dimensions, the width of this is about, it's almost 16. It's like 15 and a half. Yeah, 15 and a half, for being honest. And then from the door, because the door sticks out probably about 3/4 of an inch. Door to the back is about 14 3/4. So the depth is about 14 3/4 if you're trying to see if it's gonna fit in your space. And then our height from the legs up is about 13 inches. So I know that it'll fit in my space there. So that will help you with your space. I know they have certain dimensions, but a lot of times they don't include the bottom, the feet, legs. So what I'm going to do first, what's that? Oh. What I'm going to do first is I am going to put some water in the pan and turn it on and just get some steam going. Try to get some of like the manufacturer smells and chemicals and stuff like through its system before actually cooking with it. And then I'm actually going to go through and wash everything. But while it's doing the steaming, I'm going to go ahead and read through the instruction guide, because maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should read instructions first, because that's what you're supposed to do. That's what I teach my children. Anywho, I'll be back. Okay, so I have it all plugged up. I did wash the pan. I filled it with some water, about, I don't know, 1.5 cups, 2 cups of water. And I'm going to put it in here and put it on the steam function. So, imagine I turn power on. Steam is on the combi cooker side. So I'm on the combi cooker side. Oh, I love that. Look at that. It switches. Ooh. Okay, now I'm so easily amused. All right. And then you just click the arrow to go down to steam. I selected steam, and then 10 minutes. I don't know if it's going to eventually stop flashing 10 or if it wants me to select a 10. Oh, okay. That's the temperature. Oh, nope. That's taking me away from steam. I did read somewhere, maybe in the instruction manual. This is not the instruction manual, this is the safety instructions. I read that it said for the steam function, you can't select a temperature. So maybe that's why. I'm assuming you can select a time, but it's just flashing. Oh, I probably need to press start. Again, easily amused. That was cool. So I think this is like the status bar. I haven't really read anything. I just read like some of the safety things to just make sure that I'm not gonna like burn anything down, because that would not be great. Okay, so I did read that somewhere. The steam. Okay, yeah, I read the before first use. I always try to read the before first use stuff, just in case there's something that is not like common sense. There wasn't anything there, except it tells you to wash the trays, the pans and such, and then remove like the stickers and packaging material and the tape. So I didn't know if that's including these stickers. There's one like right inside. I don't know if you saw, like there's one right inside the door. So I didn't remove that because I feel like that's one of those ones that's kind of helpful when you're not using your little handy dandy guide, because it's like telling you, okay, you put your pan with your pasta or your rice and your liquids in the bottom. Like it says that on there, level 1. So if like some people hate like the level 1, level 2, that's one of the complaints I've been seeing on the reviews, but just think of it as an elevator, like level 1, level 2, you know, up, down, yeah, like the lower levels are the first. So that's how I'm gonna go with it. And I'm gonna help my kids make some meals in this. So I'm excited about that. Very excited about that in comparison to my regular conventional oven, you know, stovetop with the oven, because my oldest kid just turned 9. My youngest is 3. The 3-year-old, she likes to help with cooking and things. Theoretically, anyway. But of course, you know, big oven, way too dangerous. I probably won't let her really do much with this, but like my 9-year-old, my 7-year-old, even my 5-year-old, they can probably, you know, put some things there, put some oven mitts on and move things in and out of this tray, because they're not reaching into some deep oven and then there's this big, huge oven door that is down that they could like burn their leg or something on. So I'm excited about that. So that we can cook more as a family. My husband encouraged me to get it too, get the combi, because he says he wants to start cooking more. We'll see. You know, he's been cooking more. He has been. Wednesdays is his day to provide dinner now that I work a little far away on Wednesdays. So we shall see. But you know, I'm excited in general. So I put this on steam again because I just wanted to give some steam. I do smell like chemically smell a little bit, you know, kind of, if I'm being honest, it kind of reminds me of like a flat iron a little bit, like a flat iron that doesn't get used that often. So it kind of has that I'm kind of new smell to it. I'm trying to see if there's any other way that I can describe it. But it's not like overpowering or anything like that. Again, there's nothing in it but water. So all that's gonna come out is the smell of water and whatever is in there. And we all know water doesn't really have much of a smell. I was gonna make a joke that probably wouldn't be appreciated. So I will keep that to myself. But anywho, yeah, so they've got, this is a multi-cooker. So the different cooking features we've got, the functions, we've got the combimeals, which is the one that sold me the excitement. Combi crisp, combi bake, steam, proof, like you can proof your dough for like breads and things, rice and pasta, air fry, bake, broil, pizza, it's 10, toast, sear saute, slow cook, sous vide. So 14 different functions. So there are some that I'm probably never ever gonna use. Like I don't foresee me ever using the sous vide function. But I mean, who knows? Maybe I will, because I've always thought the sous vides were kind of cool. I just like, that's not something, I'm not gonna buy an instrument for that particular use because I don't really use it. But that could be cool. And then proof, I don't really bake bread. I have like considered it, thought it was kind of cool, but then I'm like, it's so easy to also just go buy bread. So who knows, maybe I'll try that. Pizza, there's the steam, ooh. It's like not even warm. So that's interesting, because part of the reason I was thinking I need to make sure I have a lot of counter space wherever I put it, because I'm thinking when I need to cook it, I'm gonna pull it out from underneath the cabinet. So you probably can't see, but its place is going to be on the countertop over there. But yeah, it's interesting to know. Like there's literally, it's mildly warm. Like it's not what I was expecting, considering it's on steam function. Because like, you know, with an Instant Pot, that steam is hot. It's hot. This is not. But anyway, the pizza, probably not gonna use it for that, just because, like it says cook pizza perfectly from frozen to table ready. We've went over the dimensions. I don't know what kind of pizza is gonna fit in here. And maybe like people who do like personal pans, like those little tiny ones, sure, I guess. But like I said, we're a family of 7. When we order pizza, 3 is a minimum. So yeah, and I'm talking about 3 larges. So yeah, so that's not, yeah, proof, like I said, potentially. The Combi Bake, that says bake fluffier cakes and quick breads faster and with less fat. Now, I did watch a video. It was like a review, I think, of the Combi before I purchased it. And someone was baking a cake and they were saying that they were reading the instructions, which again, I haven't read yet. But for the bake, it was saying if you're using like a cake mix, like from the box, then cut the time in half. So I haven't read that yet because I haven't gotten there. But their cake was ready way before the time. And I think it's because the cake starts baking while it's still building steam. Because it's kind of like an Instant Pot in a way, in which I guess on certain functions it has to build steam first before it really starts cooking. So the Combi Bake says, reference the inspiration guide for directions on how to assemble ingredients and accessories based on the recipe charts, and be sure to add water to the Combi pan. You're gonna move the smart switch to Combi Cooker, then use the function arrows to select the Combi Bake. The default temperature setting will display. You use the up and down arrows to the left of the display to choose from 250 to 450 degrees Fahrenheit in either 10 or 15 degree increments. Yeah, this part doesn't explain that part, so I don't know where they read it, but they said they read that somewhere. And then you've got the Build Your Combi Meal little chart that they provided, which is really, really great, because it's like pick a base. White rice, instant brown rice, boxed rice pilaf, boxed Spanish rice, Israeli couscous, quinoa, boxed wild rice, white or wheat pasta, plain pastas, so on and so forth. They've got like marinara sauce, Alfredo sauce. Like for example, if you're using jar Alfredo, it says to use 2 of the 15-ounce jars and 2.5 cups of water. And that's to go with like a 16-ounce box of pasta. Now, that sounds like some watery mess to me. We're adding 2 15-ounce jars plus 2.5 cups of water. That sounds like it would have the consistency of like the Alfredo sauces at like the buffet restaurants, like, or like you think like Cece's Pizza or like Golden Corral, and it's like this liquidy, bland, flavorless mess. That's what that sounds like to me. I mean, you can add seasonings, but it's still watery. I like thick Alfredos, so maybe I'm biased. I don't know. But anyway, that's the instructions it gives there. Pick your vegetable. It says prep up to 2 cups of veggies from fresh or frozen and cook depending on your desired texture. If you want crispy or tender. If you want crispy, it says then you're going to put them on the bake tray at the start of the cooking and add delicate veggies like broccoli and green beans in the last 5 to 7 minutes. But if you want tender veggies, you're gonna put the same 2 cups of fresh or frozen, but then add all your veggies into the Combi pan along with your grains and liquid. So like if you're making like rice and you want your broccoli with the rice to be tender, you put the broccoli right in there with the rice. And then pick your protein: chicken, beef, pork, seafood, plant-based proteins like tofu. You've got instructions on that if you're a vegan person, or if you're just, you know, trying to get away from so much animal protein. And then like, so seafood, it says like 6 fresh or frozen salmon fillets, 5 to 8 ounces each. And that's about how much it's going to be able to fit on the pan, supposedly. We shall see. When I do actually try it, I will maybe video it and give it a try. And then it says get cooking. Flip the smart switch up to the combi cooker, so it's the same setting as the steam, and select combi meals, which is the top one. And set the temperature and time based on the protein. So chicken, it says 390 degrees for 15 to 18 minutes. But if they're breaded, like chicken cutlets, then you take it down to 375 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes. Beef, it's 350 for 12 to 15 minutes. I don't know if that's gonna make well done or not. We are a well done house. So, I don't know, you know, if I was to try beef, then that would, you know, be up to determination. But it says frozen meatballs, which is a fave. We love the Armor meatballs, especially when they're BOGO. Stock up on those because my kids love meatballs. Pork, 375 for 12 to 15 minutes. The beef was 12 to 15 minutes as well. I don't know if I said that. And the seafood, 350 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes, which is the same time frame and temperature as the tofu. So basically, beef, pork, seafood, and plant-based, like tofu, or plant-based beef, are all 350 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes, which is probably why they can be so versatile in saying the combi meals, you can make everything together, because everything's gonna go in. It says it makes 4 to 6 servings, and then it gives you instructions on how to reduce the servings, like if you only need to serve 2 to 3 people. Now, again, like I said, we are a household of 7, so I will be very interested to see if it does provide enough for us, or if we have to do a couple of rounds. Now, if we have to do a couple of rounds, that doesn't necessarily make it not worth it, because it still might be better or easier than using my big oven, because I gotta wait for that to warm up as well. And then again, just a little bit more labor intensive, more things you're using, more dishes. And then the quick start guide to making the meals says, your guide to easy, complete meals, all in one pot in under 30 minutes. Step 1, pour in the grains or pasta. Step 2, add your liquid. Step 3, prep and season your protein. And step 4, cook. And you're gonna flip the smart switch up to the combi cooker and select combi meals, set your temperature and your time based on the meal chart, and then you cook. And then just keep in mind that it will have to do its steaming prior to. So like that's a part of the process. Kind of like when you, again, are using like a Instant Pot. Now, this is the inspiration guide, AKA cookbook. So they have recipes, and then they also have like inspirations, supposedly. Again, I haven't read it yet. I'm learning this right, both of you guys. But they've got combi cooker functions, they go over that. The air fry or stovetop functions like the saute and things like that. The combi meals, building your combi meal. There it is. So this light will turn on when you're in the last minute of cooking. So this was set for 10 minutes. Again, I'm just letting the steam go through, getting out the smell. And I will say, it still smells the same. I can't say that it's decreased since it's been going on longer or anything like that, but it is not strong in scent. Then this has the Combi Crisp Kickstarters, a cooking chart, and then the air fry oven, the Combi Crisp cooking chart. And then how to do the sous vide as well. Now the sous vide, interesting. Sous vide 101, which is French for under vacuum. You're gonna use like 6 to 8 cups of room temperature water when filling the combi pan. So that's something you have to think about. It's done. Loaded deep dish pizza. I think they make that look bigger than it is. You know, the picture doesn't show even the rest of the pizza, even though I'm sure it's like cutting off right at the edge. And there, For the pizza, you're gonna do the proof, set the temperature to 95 degrees, set the time for 40 minutes. I think I also read something about dehydrate. So I don't know where I read that, but that if that were a function, probably not something I'd use either, but I do want to use the toast function because, like I said, one of the things I would want to see is if this can replace my toaster oven. This is done. I'm going to open it up. Ooh. So it is like simmering. It's not boiling. I'm going to see if I can show you. So you see? Slow down a little bit now that it's open, but lots of water, lots of steam, and yeah, so I'm excited about it, and we shall see what it looks like. This is the sticker I was talking about, so I didn't remove that. I hope that's not one of the stickers it was suggesting that I remove, because I think that it's going to be really, really helpful when I don't want to have to refer to the paper book. But I will continue to give this a try. I'm going to try a meal in it. I think the first thing I'm going to try is salmon with some rice, and then I will let you guys know how that goes or bring you along for the journey. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.